Zlatan Ibrahimovic story. The boy who stole to survive but ended up owning the football world. Before he scored over 500 legendary goals or commanded the respect of every iconic stadium on earth, he was just a desperate kid trapped in a dangerous ghetto who had to literally steal bicycles just to make it to his training sessions on time. If you think you know the arrogant, larger-than-life myth that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you only know the final chapter of a cinematic epic built on raw survival, deep emotional scars, and an uncompromising refusal to ever back down from a fight. Long before the world chanted his name, a young boy walked the fractured, concrete streets of Rosengård, an impoverished and heavily segregated immigrant neighborhood tucked away in Malmö, Sweden. Born to a Bosnian Muslim father and a Croatian Catholic mother who split when he was just 2 years old, his early childhood was defined entirely by emptiness, neglect, and a completely empty refrigerator. He survived on cheap macaroni, toast, and the chaotic energy of a broken home where physical arguments were common and affection was a luxury his family simply could not afford. The young boy found his only true solace on a dusty, makeshift gravel pitch surrounded by grey apartment buildings where he could channel his boiling internal rage into a plastic football. He did not play the game to become a multimillionaire or a globally recognized icon. He played because the ball was the only entity in his turbulent world that never abandoned him or let him down. As he entered his teenage years, the struggles only intensified as his massive, rapidly growing frame made him an awkward, lanky target for intense scrutiny and relentless discrimination from wealthy parents. When he joined the youth ranks of local club Malmö FF, the parents of his upper-class teammates actively signed a petition to banish him from the team because of his volatile temper, immigrant background, and brash ghetto attitude. He had no money for tram fares, forcing him to master the art of hot wiring and stealing bicycles across the city just to ensure he did not miss a single day of practice. This constant adversity forged an unbreakable, hyper-aggressive siege mentality, a psychological armor that convinced him that it was Zlatan against the entire world. His dazzling, street-honed technique and physically dominant presence eventually caught the attention of visionary scouts, leading to his breakthrough into the Malmö first team where his undeniable brilliance could no longer be suppressed by prejudice. When the Dutch giants Ajax Amsterdam came calling in the year 2001 with a record-breaking transfer fee for a young Scandinavian player, the world finally witnessed the spectacular birth of an absolute phenomenon. He announced his arrival on the grand European stage with an individual goal against NAC Breda that seemed to defy the laws of physics, slaloming past 5 defenders with deceptive feints before slotting the ball home. Yet, his fiery ego and refusal to be tamed meant that his journey would never be peaceful, leading to a blockbuster move to Juventus under the strict tactical guidance of Fabio Capello. Capello completely transformed him from a flashy, unpredictable showman into a cold, clinical, and ruthlessly efficient goal-scoring machine who struck absolute terror into Italian defenses. When the Calciopoli scandal stripped Juventus of their league titles, he boldly engineered a dramatic move to Inter Milan, where he captured 3 consecutive Serie A championships and cemented his status as the undisputed king of Italian football. A monumental, multi-million euro transfer to Pep Guardiola's legendary Barcelona in 2009 was supposed to be the ultimate peak of his career, but it quickly devolved into a bitter, high-profile war of philosophies. He famously told the tactical mastermind Guardiola that he had bought a high-performance Ferrari but was driving it like a modest Fiat, refusing to sit quietly in the shadow of anyone, including Lionel Messi. He dramatically escaped the tactical constraints of Spain by returning to his beloved Italy with AC Milan, instantly firing them to a historic league title before embarking on a groundbreaking journey to revolutionize Paris Saint-Germain. In Paris, he evolved from a mere world-class athlete into a transcendent, mythic sporting deity, scoring 156 goals, winning 4 consecutive league titles, and leaving the French capital with the iconic proclamation that he came like a king and left like a legend. Even when critics loudly claimed that his advancing age would finally destroy him, he moved to the grueling English Premier League with Manchester United at 35 years old, silencing England by scoring 28 goals and winning the UEFA Europa League in his debut season. When a catastrophic, career-threatening cruciate ligament injury finally threatened to permanently end his playing days, he did not retire. Instead, he crossed the Atlantic to join the LA Galaxy in Major League Soccer. His American debut remains the most viral, electrifying introduction in sports history, scoring a 40-yard bouncing volley and a dramatic late header to win the Los Angeles derby. In the twilight of his playing days, he returned to a struggling AC Milan squad in 2020, single-handedly transforming their fractured dressing room culture and leading them to an emotional Scudetto in 2022 at 40 years old. He finally hung up his legendary boots in the summer of 2023 with 573 career goals and 32 major trophies, leaving the pitch in floods of tears as San Siro bid farewell to its greatest warrior. Today, in the year 2026, the myth of Zlatan continues to expand into powerful new territories as he remains an incredibly central, highly influential figure shaping the absolute future of global football. He currently operates at the highest level of European football management, serving as a powerful senior advisor to ownership and senior management at AC Milan, where he is actively reconstructing the squad for the upcoming 2026-2027 campaign. His immense business and tech ambition was put on full display just days ago in May 2026, when he officially became the global ambassador and anchor investor for K-Sport, a revolutionary Italian sports technology firm using artificial intelligence to democratize talent discovery worldwide. Furthermore, the global sports world is preparing to be completely taken over by his charismatic personality once again, as Fox Sports recently announced that he will make his highly anticipated studio analyst debut for the massive 2026 FIFA World Cup this summer. From a starving, neglected child stealing bicycles in the dark corners of Rosengård to a multimillionaire mogul controlling the boardroom and the airwaves in 2026, Zlatan Ibrahimovic proved that you do not need to start with the world at your feet when you have the unstoppable power to conquer it on your own terms.